The world held its breath. Millions watched and prayed, their eyes glued to screens, their hearts pounding with anticipation. From homes to public squares, people from all walks of life gathered, united by a shared sense of expectancy. Then, from the ancient chimney atop St. Peter's Basilica, a plume of white smoke ascended, reaching toward the heavens. This age-old signal, steeped in tradition, conveyed a message that transcended language and borders. A new pope had been chosen. The announcement reverberated through the air, a moment that would be etched in history forever. The crowd erupted in cheers, gasps, and fervent whispers. Faces lit up with joy. Tears of happiness streamed down cheeks. Strangers embraced. Who would lead the Catholic Church into the uncharted waters of the 21st century? Minutes stretched into what felt like an eternity. Finally, the majestic doors of the basilica swung open. A hush fell over the crowd as every eye fixed on the balcony. Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, the senior cardinal deacon, stepped forward. His voice echoed across the square. Then, the name was spoken, a name that marked a new chapter in church history. His Eminence, Luis Antonio Cardinal Tagle, Archbishop Emeritus of Manila, now Pope Francis II. The world had a new pontiff. The news spread like wildfire. From the bustling streets of Manila to quiet villages in Europe, waves of joyous disbelief washed over the faithful. For the first time in history, the leader of the Catholic Church hailed from Asia, a moment of immense pride and significance for millions. This was no ordinary transition. It symbolized a new direction for the Church, a fresh perspective, a seismic shift in the long and storied narrative of Catholicism. The dawn of a new era had begun, filled with hope, promise, and endless possibilities. Tagle's election was not just about geography or a shift in leadership. It was about a renewed sense of purpose, a church embracing its global identity, celebrating its rich tapestry of cultures and traditions. His ascension represented the recognition of the growing influence of non-European Catholic communities, acknowledging their vital contributions. Born in 1957 in Imus, Philippines, Luis Antonio Tagle's journey to the papacy was one of humility, faith, and unwavering devotion. Raised in a devout Catholic family, he pursued his vocation with quiet determination, excelling in his studies, and earning a doctorate in theology from the Catholic University of America. But it wasn't just his intellect that set him apart. It was his empathy, his warmth, and his unwavering commitment to the marginalized. As Archbishop of Manila, Tagle became known for his tireless advocacy for the poor and the voiceless. He walked with the downtrodden, offering solace and support. His compassion extended far beyond the walls of the cathedral. He spearheaded initiatives to combat poverty and inequality, championed the rights of migrants and refugees, and served as president of Caritas Internationalis, coordinating the Catholic Church's global relief and development efforts. His leadership touched the lives of millions around the world. But what does his papacy mean for the future of the Catholic Church? Pope Francis II has a vision, a church of radical inclusivity, one that listens more than it speaks, that embraces dialogue, that welcomes diversity. He has vowed to address critical challenges within the Church, including clericalism and sexual abuse scandals. He is committed to transparency and accountability, ensuring that the Church is a safe haven for all. His mission is to prioritize the needs of the marginalized, the environment, and the voiceless. His message is clear. The Church must be a force for good, advocating for justice and compassion in a rapidly changing world. He encourages open discussions on the role of women in the Church, recognizing their invaluable contributions and leadership potential. He calls for a church that stands as a beacon of hope for those who are often overlooked and forgotten. Around the globe, the news of Pope Francis II's election has sparked jubilation and cautious optimism. Leaders, religious figures, and citizens alike express their hopes for a papacy marked by dialogue, compassion, and a renewed focus on social justice. His leadership also signals a potential turning point for issues that have long divided the Church. He emphasizes the importance of acceptance and understanding, particularly for LGBTQ+ individuals, advocating for the dignity of every human being. His commitment to bridging divides is a powerful symbol of unity. On the global stage, Pope Francis II's voice will be a powerful force for good. He has already spoken out on climate change, calling it a moral imperative. He has condemned injustice and discrimination, reminding the world of the dignity of every human life. Under his leadership, the Church aims to be a guiding light for humanity, promoting peace, justice, and human flourishing. This is the dawn of a new era for the Catholic Church, a church that is evolving, adapting, and embracing its global identity. Pope Francis II's journey from the bustling streets of Manila to the heart of the Vatican is a testament to the universality of faith, the power of humility, and the boundless potential of compassion.